So I want to start by going to Castle Bruma, mainly because I can only imagine there's a lot of people to talk to there. I can only imagine that there's a lot of quests, a lot of quest givers, and I know that for a couple of my quests I have to talk to people there anyway. I have to talk to people to find out about the ugly love quest, to try and find this guy's wife. I have to... well, I have mainly miscellaneous quests. I have to let Captain Adias listen to Serendil's memory gem. And... oh, I'm just gonna mark all of these as well. But this is another patched version. Oh, let's go to the inn, because there's someone here I need to talk to. Probably the collection. Ooh!
Streaming anew into
I don't know about even... oh, God.
To which it is streaming for the boss man. They love the sinew. The sinew, the Bosmer love.
I'm just gonna step over this way. Here's the thing, you can tell the guy has a good singing
you're distressing the customers.
He is.
Distressing? I am distressing the customers.
You can tell he has a good singing voice,
That's
but
what
it's...
I just said, yes.
it's clearly that he's
You are... You dare...
singing
How
badly.
dare you? I am outraged. You hired me to play songs in this bar that is so far below my standards, and now you proclaim my music as distressful?
Little bit.
I'm done with you standards, and I'm done with this shoddy excuse for a tavern.
Hey, it's an inn.
I'm off for the Restful Watchman, your top competition.
My lighting
How
is a
about
little
that,
weird.
huh?
It's glitching out a little bit.
And you talentless, tasteless fiends, how dare you insult my music? Could you do better? No, you couldn't, because I was trained at the Bots College in Solitude, and I'm the foremost practitioner of the art of song since Wagner himself. You are nothing more than jealous maggots, grasping your waist to insult me and belittle my talent. And to that, I say, good day.
Look how little he cares. Hey, you.
You are not fit to stand before me.
No, don't go. Oh, god damn it. He had a hat. I saw the hat and I was interested in it. He even had a dialogue option about the hat. He had a Morrowind hat.
If you want food or drink, I can show you our menu. Printed on only the finest parchment, for your hands and your satisfaction.
I do like good parchment. I'm here to collect payment for Rosada.
I'm sure you are.
Oh, no.
I purchased one of Rosada's... what did he call them? Pleasure candles? Yeah, that's it.
Oh, I got the Rod of
He
Potency.
said it would make the customers enjoy their Geralt view experience more. In reality, it just clogged the nose. So much so that a few of my regulars nearly choked to death.
Is that why it's empty here?
So no, I don't think I'll be giving him his money.
Okay. I'm just the messenger. Please don't complicate things with me.
Oh, I suppose.
Trust me, I don't like him
It
either.
would be fairly short-sighted of me to complicate your responsibilities any further because of Rosada's questionable product.
Yeah, his rod paralyzed
Fine,
me.
here's the coin, but deliver my complaint to Rosada.
I also feel weird saying that his rod paralyzed me. That sounds a little bit odd to say, like I'm getting it up the ass or something. Now, I have to go find that bard so I can talk to him about his goddamn hat. Where'd he go? Where did he go? What I was gonna say... oh, I mean, I know he went to the other inn, so I'll just go back there later. What I was gonna say before I fell in love with his wonderful music is that, this is another new version of the mod, as in... it's been patched again. The patch was big. This is version 1. It's either 1.2 or 1.02, I forget. But either way, it's the second patch for the mod, and it was huge. I want to say it was probably
Excuse me,
400?
sorry to bother. I don't
Megabytes?
suppose you've seen any priceless Sakaviri heirlooms gallivanting around Bruma, have you?
Now that you mention it, no heirlooms. Sorry, I'm sorry. What?
Sakaviri heirlooms. Priceless Sakaviri heirlooms. Seen any?
No heirlooms. Sorry.
As I suspected. Sorry to bother you, citizen.
No worries. I need to talk to you anyway.
Just, let me know if any do crop up, yeah?
Can you tell me
Thanks.
more about the heirlooms, perhaps? What's all this about Akaviri heirlooms? Oh, that's right. In Oblivion, isn't the Bruma Countess the one who asks you to find Akaviri? It might Akaviri artifacts. I don't remember if it was Bruma or somewhere else, but I remember I was playing through Oblivion for the streams like a month or two ago. I think it was Bruma. What's all this about Akaviri heirlooms?
A whole lot of uproar about nothing, that's what. The Count's been nagging my life and soul out about the damn things. You see, the Carvanes have a sort of family tradition. They've acquired a taste for Akaviri artifacts, constantly collecting more and more. Been going on for centuries now. Well, it turns out poor old Count Desilus, Count Carvane, isn't too happy that his collection's been stolen.
Could you use some help searching for them?
Well, that... who am I kidding? Absolutely. This is driving me crazy. Just bring them back to me when you've found them, and I'll be extremely appreciative. And I mean extremely appreciative.
Extremely.
Seriously. I feel like offing myself right about now.
No, don't do that. I need you for a quest. What exactly was stolen?
Akaviri artifacts. I don't know anything more specific than that. Rignar and the Count both told me, but honestly it flew in one ear and out the other.
So talk to them,
You want to know
gotcha.
exactly what artifacts to keep your eyes peeled for? Talk to Rignar. I'm sure he can help you more there.
When and how were the artifacts stolen?
I'm not too sure on the details of that, to be honest. Rignar, the castle steward, was the first one who noticed them missing. Might be worth speaking to him, if you think that's interesting evidence to dig up.
How did the thief even get inside the castle? I mean, anyone can just walk on in. I walked on in, but how did they?
I have no idea how they'd manage that, honestly. Either adept stealth or good luck. Probably a bit of both.
I just walked in the front door. Why would the thief want the artifacts? Monetary value or...
Almost definitely the resale value. Akaviri artifacts are very often one of a kind, and they can fetch a very high price to the right buyers. Someone possessing those artifacts could find themselves becoming very wealthy very quickly. I suspect that's the motive here.
Do you have any suspects?
Not in particular. Then again, the lowlives of Bruma don't exactly hide themselves all that well. The shadier tavern in town, the Restful Watchman, full of thieves, bandits, thugs, and other miscreants, might be a decent place to start your search.
Alright, I've been there already. What's it like being Bruma's guard captain?
It's tough. On one side, you've got criminals, the kind that like to hide behind law and policy to wriggle out of justice. On the other, you've got politics, constantly meddling in our affairs as everyone walks on eggshells. And here I am in the center, just trying to make things work for the people. Sometimes I wish I'd stayed down in the Imperial City.
Well, if you could take me to the Imperial City, that would be fantastic. Brim has a problem with criminals?
Well, I don't know if I'd go that far. We have it fairly okay compared to some other parts of the province. The problem is that the criminals here aren't driven to it out of desperation. They just want the coin, to get rich. They know how to game the system. Except Dartakto. He's... well, never mind. I've probably told you too much.
No, that sounds like a quest right there. Go on. You can tell me.
No, I can't.
God damn it.
Sorry, but I can't go blabbing about people's checkered pasts.
You goddamn tease. So before I talk to him, I was gonna say... well, just about this patch version. So 400 megabytes or so. And... fixes mostly crashes and some other glitches as well, I believe. So the game should not crash as much now.
I'm here to uphold the law. I advise you not to break it.
I don't plan on it. I have this memory gem. It's a recording of the events in the Restful Watchman.
Oh, this should be interesting. Go ahead.
I'm curious about this as well. Wait.
See you.
Use the memory gem. Okay. Memory gem. You cannot equip this item.
What's that snot-brained Altmer doing here?
Oh boy.
This is no place for one of them.
You don't think he's Stalmore, do you?
No, doesn't seem the sort. But he's still not the right type for our little den. Might bring the wrong kind of attention.
So what do we do? Stabbing him would be excessive, so...
I know. Why don't we treat him to a little show of our favorite lusty Argonian maid?
Perfect. Let's go fetch her. Here, take this coin. I'd like to buy a little show for my Altmer friend over there.
Sure thing.
Oh, one other thing. He wanted you to roleplay as Lifsertail, you know, from...
Altmer. Always the same fantasy. Sure thing. Hey, darling.
Oh no.
I heard you wanted a date with Lifsertail.
Oh god.
What is the meaning of this? Lifsertail? What a ridiculous name for an even more ridiculous...
Nope, here we go.
Oh my! Zarxus's breath!
Close
What
your
on
eyes.
earth are you doing? I
Put
demand that
ears
you
in
put
your
that
fingers.
back on! Ariel, give me strength! Cease and desist! I demand that you cease and desist at once, you cretinous lizard woman! Stop jiggling about!
Ew.
I can't take this anymore.
Heard there
I think
were
I'm going to
beasts
faint.
around.
I think...
Be careful, traveler.
Uh-oh.
Ha! It worked. Otis, you really are a genius.
Oh god.
I know. Sop didn't even know what hit him.
Did he finish?
Ha! They breed 'em special in Alinor, don't they?
Yeah, I think he finished in his pants. So that was interesting, huh?
Well, that's certainly very interesting. But I'm not sure that there's much in there that I can take action on. Tell our Altmer friend that I'm very sorry.
I feel like I didn't need to hear that.
Tell our Altmer friend that I'm very sorry.
You're double sorry, huh? Yeah, no... no charges can be brought
See you
against
around.
Betnor. Go figure. They bought him a lap dance. And he's just embarrassed about how it happened, or what happened. I'd be a little embarrassed too. I wouldn't record that and play that for someone, no.
I'm Sinja. Sinja Strongmind. I'm one of the nobles of County Bruma. Is there anything I can help you with?
Oh, I heard her voice in the launch trailer, or in the trailer with the release date for Beyond Skyrim Bruma. Do you know of any nobles that hired mercenaries recently?
I heard of 2 raids on bandits in the last few months. There was Operation Strong Arm, and another. The other one was on Amidas, if memory serves. But Strong Arm was my idea. Afraid that's all I can remember, though. Things move quickly here in the castle.
Why did you who did you hire for the raid?
I hired just some common, everyday mercenaries, really. Nothing particularly special about them, as far as I recall.
Where were the bandits holed up?
They were holed up in plundered mine, as far as I remember. More have probably moved in by now, sadly. I swear, bandits breed faster than skeevers in a keck of Blackbriar.
Looked like the game froze for a second, or at least her animation seemed to freeze for a second. Was the raid successful?
Yes, it was. The bandits were cleared out, and the ringleader killed. Minimal casualties on our side.
So that might not be the one I'm looking for.
Bye.
Bye.
Is there something I can do for you?
Is a crime,
Oh no.
and those committing such heresy will be dealt with swiftly and with great prejudice.
Hey again, Armion.
Let none say you were not warned. Obey the White Gold Concordat and the Thalmor Justiciars, and you will be spared this fate.
Alright, good to see you again. At least he didn't call me a baby, like his friend did. Do you know of any nobles that hired mercenaries recently?
Yes. There was Strong Minds operation. That's about all I can remember, though.
Oh, he was an Enderall. I recognize his voice. He was one of the keepers. Oh, I'm trying to remember who he played. Well, he played several people, but I think he also played one of the keepers. But Sinja mentioned another raid on Amidas. Her raid wasn't the only one.
Nothing that I recall. Apologies.
Maybe he was a merchant.
Bye.
Bye. It's gonna drive me nuts until I remember who he was.
Hello.
What do you do here in Castle Bruma?
Do? Oh, well, I suppose I don't really do anything in particular. I mean, I help out the Count when needed, of course. My father owned land outside of Bruma, and after some lucrative business with the Carvanes, became well respected. I inherited what he owned when he passed, and, well, here I am.
Here you are.
Oh, but I do love conversations like this. Feel free to come back and chat about it again sometime.
Well, how about talking about some mercenaries?
Let me think. There was one raid Simmond organized last I remember. Never mentioned it to me. Always been a quiet fellow, but I saw it in his journal.
Ah, you were reading his journal?
Well, yes. He's one of those mysterious men, you know? Just has an aura about him. Piques a lady's interest. You can't blame me for peeking in his journal, I hope. We all have our vices.
I don't know if I think that is a good excuse or a good reason to read someone's journal, but sure, you want to go for it? Do you remember when the raid was?
No, truth told. Though I imagine you could just check Simmons' journal if you wanted to do that.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna check his journal.
I couldn't endorse such behavior, though. Goes without saying, I suppose.
Do you not remember the raid Sinja Strongmind pushed for?
Oh, yes, I do. Operation Strong Arm, they called it at the time. Sun's Dawn, I think?
And where would I find Simmons' journal?
In his quarters, of course. Though you may need a key to get inside.
It's never easy with you people. Something makes me think you have that key.
Well, maybe I do. I'm a terrible liar. Okay, I have one. But I obviously couldn't give it to you now, could I? Unless
Yeah.
You could always do me a favor.
What? Oh no, what does she want? What kind of a favor?
Here's what we'll do. I'll give you the key to Simmons' quarters, and you can do whatever you wish. But in return, you have to leave this note in his drawer. No need to read it. It's sentimental.
Oh, I'm absolutely gonna read it. I'll do it. Now hand over the key.
Oh, fantastic. Here you go. I eagerly await your return.
She wants it bad. Also, wasn't Simon the guy sitting right next to her? She's like, I read his journal. He'll never know. Oh. Yeah, everyone just kind of left as I was talking to her. Okay, no, never mind. That was... Wait, no. Okay, no, I got Rignar confused with the guy that was sitting next to her because of the clothes. But no, Rignar is the steward.
I'm the Count Steward here in Bruma. If there is anything you need, I'll try my best to help you.
Adius hired me. Let's talk about the stolen artifacts.
So the guard captain's actually looking into it. Excellent. Can't have the Carvane artifact collection lost to some random burglar.
1 Akaviri artifact. 2 Akaviri artifacts. He just reminds me of the Count from Sesame Street. Did you see the thief itself? What happened?
I didn't know.
Theft itself.
I was just doing the rounds here in the castle. I was about to go to bed for the night when I noticed something.
Oh, he's another voice actor I know.
Normally there's a little glint in the corner of my eye. The light bouncing off of one of the Akaviri amulets. But this time, nothing. I went to investigate, and the artifacts were gone.
He was in Falskar.
I'm sorry I can't be of more use.
He played the Jarl in Falskar, didn't he? Because I think I said the same thing about the Jarl of Falskar. It's like, wow, he sounds like the Count from Sesame Street. What artifacts exactly are missing?
Some amulets, some rings, a katana, all of Akaviri design. Priceless relics. Very valuable and very well loved by the Count.
I'm done questioning you for now. He wasn't under investigation. It sounds like I'm interrogating him.
Best of luck with your investigation.
Well, thank you. I'm glad he didn't think I was angry at him. Or that I suspected him. I wonder if I can keep the katana.
Hello there.
Okay, so Simond is the one that was sitting next to her. The one that she was talking about. Let's go into the guest wing. Why not? So I am recording this a bit early. So by the time this comes out, it's very possible that... Oh, I need a snake. It's very possible that by the time this comes out, there will be another patch for the mod. Nib and Herald, save the Nern Theater. Save the Nern Theater, the threatened closure of the Nern Theater, an outrageous affront to the sensibilities of the cultured is simply the latest blow in a string of intellectual and artistic attacks from a ferociously pro-Colovian regime that the current establishment has openly withdrawn. Funding from such a historic centerpiece is nothing short of a willful purge of Nibonese influences in our once great capital city. Gone are the shining performances of the Actors Guild, its members disappearing into the arms of far-flung patrons. No longer will we hear the cheers and cries of the crowds held in rapture as masters of their craft dance and sing before them. This decision to end the existence of one of the latest shining jewels of imperial majesty will sound the death knell of color and joy in our once great city. Sound your fury, citizens of the imperial city, and let the Medes know that this time they have gone too far. Would you rather see your children brought up on the blood and gore of the arena, or the heroic tales of Topal the pilot? Help save the Nern Theater today. Donate a few gold pieces. Festus Otis, arts critic. The Nibbin Herald, because a good story is more important. I'm not going to steal that, no. Simond Gautier's journal. Journal contains numerous irrelevant entries, including many referring to the unwanted affections of one Afana Edici. Other mundane accounts include shopping lists, grievances with the guard captain Adius Villius, and the death of Lythe, Arcus, the beloved house cat he brought here from his Nibonese home. One entry, however, even when skim reading, sticks out like a sore thumb. It's Frostfall, and some orc mercenaries have come through the city looking for work. One of them's a brute of a man, the other's a charming orcish dame. Even if only because of her good looks, I've given them a job. Curious to see how things go. Drozar has always been one for surprises. Well, there we go. Oh, do I need to steal it? Yep, I did need to steal it, so... Now I need a... Oh, well, I want to read the note first. Afana's letter to Simond. Dear Simond, I have been smitten with you since the very moment I first laid my unworthy eyes upon you. You possess an air of mystery, so palpable and yet so vague. I simply want to reach out and touch it, to unravel it, yet its vagaries continue to perplex me. If you wish to grant me the rare pleasure of unraveling your mystery, meet me in my quarters at 9 next Terdas night. I'm sure it'll be an unforgettable experience for the both of us. Your inquisitive girl, Afana. Oh, Afana. You crazy dame, you. Afana's letter. Store. Okie dokes. Time to get out of here. So, wait a second. So, ugly love. Gather information, then tell Doomrag when who you believe is responsible. Wait, okay. Wait a second. I don't know if this is his wife, but I saw an orc.
Oh, hello. Is there something I can help with, sir?
Okay, no, she's not relevant to the
Try not
quest.
to trip and smash anything, yeah? If you do, you're cleaning it up yourself.
Did you do it? Did you plant the note in Gautier's drawer? Oh, I am aflutter with excitement.
Yes I have. But more importantly, it looks to me like Gautier is the one who hired the mercenaries.
And?
Well, I'm just sharing the information. Long story, never mind. It seems to me he's responsible for an ambush and kidnapping.
No, that's impossible. My dear Simon would never stoop so low.
He doesn't like you. He does not like
Hello.
you. Alright, she doesn't want to talk about it more. Is anyone in here? No? Okay. Ooh! Oh, I like that. The wine is sitting in a bowl. Now, if only there was ice. Well, I was gonna say only if there was ice in the game, but you don't put ice with red wine. Let's be real here. Ooh, Akaviri artifact. It's a nice touch. I like that. What about a certain raid on Midas? Orc mercenaries? Do they ring a bell?
What? No. No, of course not. That's preposterous.
You lying bastard, you. I know you're responsible for this. I can go tell the orc. Oh, Jesus, it's already morning. It was night when I went in there.
I may serve Count Carvane, but I take commands from the guard captain.
Maybe I should have talked to the count while I was in there. Oh, well, you know what? That's not a big...
Vilius, I urge you to listen to reason. The Thalmor's authority extends across the entire Empire. Bruma is no exception.
I know it's not, but we're not defying your precious Concordat, are we? There's no Talos worship here.
Perhaps not. But something must be done about that little Martin-worshipping cult in the chapel.
He ended the Oblivion
Chapel of St.
Crisis.
Martin. There's no Talos worship going on in there.
No, but there is still man worship taking place.
Oh my god.
Martin was a man, not a god. The spirit of the Concordat...
They don't revere him as a
There
god.
you go again with that spirit of the Concordant nonsense. As guard captain of Bruma, I have the authority here, not you.
He's not being treated as a
I will
god.
comply with the Thalmor as much as is necessary. But I am not going to go arrest innocents if the Concordat doesn't explicitly force me to.
Vilius, I urge you to...
Enough, Armian. Go back to your business. The Chapel of St. Martin is under the protection of the Bruma Guard until you show me what part of your precious Concordat they're violating. Now, good day. Oh, and do mind the cobblestones. They're slippery this time of year. Every time of year, really. Don't break your neck now.
They're not calling Martin a god. They're calling him a saint. A saint is very different. It's like how in Christianity they have saints as well. They're not being revered as gods. It's just like, oh yeah, no. We recognize them as significant and, you know, not special, but significant to our religious beliefs and having been, you know, members of note, having done, you know, things that were good for the religion overall. And I think it's safe to say that Martin Septim, you know, he's pretty important to, well, everything. He ended the Oblivion Crisis, although the Thalmor believed that the... where'd he go? Okay, he went down there. The Thalmor believed they ended the Oblivion Crisis, or they sure try to convince people of that. It's not really a well-discussed thing in the lore, but they claimed that it was their doing, and that was when the Thalmor kind of rose to power, at least in Somerset.
I'm Roland Wickert. Hello?
Hello, I'm here to collect payment for Rosada.
Oh, I'm sorry. I completely slipped my mind. Here you go.
That was easy. You have nothing to say about
Something
Rosada?
you need from me?
What do you think about the College of Whispers?
I think the same as everyone else around here about them.
Which is? Yeah.
That they're another magical organization that the Synod have no standing relationship with.
Alright.
Until next time.
Yep, I'll see you.
What brings you to the Bruma Synod Conclave this fine day?
What is this place?
This is a Synod Conclave. It is one of many throughout Cyrodiil, within which can be found the most talented mages of our time.
Tell me about the Synod.
We are an organization of mages, officially sanctioned by the Empire. We play much the same role as the Mages Guild of years gone by. We seek to protect magical knowledge for future generations, and ensure that the secrets of Magicka are kept only in responsible hands.
So I can learn magic here?
Magic is not a gift to be trifled with, citizen.
Yeah.
I am sorry, but we do not yet have reason enough to teach you spells. Perhaps if you were a ranking member of the Synod, we might reconsider.
Can I join the Synod?
Join the Synod? Not right now, citizen. I am afraid we don't have much of an opening in our ranks at the moment.
I mean, I knew he was gonna say that. I figured I'd just ask.
Perhaps check back at a later date.
Like when Cyrodiil is released.
Talk to you later.
Okay, I'll talk to you. So the thing is, this is going back to the whole Martin Septim thing. And it's just kind of also going to be a little bit about the Thalmor and how they banned Talos worship. It's very not odd, I guess, but it sucks for the Empire that they've banned Talos worship, because Talos worship, it's like, okay, so Talos was the founder of this empire. Talos was the founder of the Septim Empire, and they're being told that they cannot celebrate the founder of their own empire, if that makes any sense. Okay, so apparently I still have to... Well, it's saying gather information from nobles at Castle Bruma, then tell Dermog who you believe is responsible. Well, I don't know if I can tell him now. I don't know if I can go to him now and say, hey, how's it going? Because he's not marked on my map, but I'll go back to the inn and see if he's still there.
You're back. Have you played back the Memory Gems recording for the captain? When is he arresting that damnable innkeeper?
The guard captain said there's nothing in there that can be used against Bentior.
Thrax's backside. I'm leaving this awful town.
Alright, get going.
I've had enough of this cretinous Cyrodiil. I'm returning to Alinor. At least there I'm not assailed by lustful lizards.
Inform Bentior that he's left Bruma. Yeah, I can do that. So back to the Restful Watchman. Ooh, I just noticed the sign. That is quite lovely. Alright, is that orc still here? He is.
You here to do business? I've got rooms, I've got food, and drinks, and 1,000 elven ladies under my belt.
Alright, so he still has it where his lip sync isn't working at all times. Or some NPCs have that glitch still. Heard anything about stolen Akaviri heirlooms?
I don't tend to gossip about my patrons. Bad for business, you know. Especially when you're in my line of work.
I didn't know shoddy innkeeping or housing criminals in your inn was a line of work. I mean, I guess it is, but yeah, just tell me. Don't want any legal complications now, do we?
Well, true enough.
Move your lips, please.
There's this Breton guy who comes through here every now and again. Sleaziest guy I've ever seen. Except for me, of course. Got a reputation to maintain, you know?
Is that really what you want to maintain?
Name's Etienne. Or something like that. Anyway, he mentioned something to do with Akaviri trinkets while we spoke. Mentioned wanting to sell them, or something. I guess he's your man.
Maybe I'll pretend to be a fence. Wouldn't that be a good cover? Where can I find this ATN?
I don't know. Listen, do you really think I'm going to tell you everything about my customers?
Yes.
That's a sure way to get run out of this business.
Answer me or you'll lose more than your patrons. Don't play dumb with me, Bentior. We're both smarter than that.
Not going to happen.
Alright, I'll threaten you. Answer me or you'll lose more than your goddamn patrons.
Listen, you want me to tell you so badly? Make me. I'm not budging until I've been forced to, legally. You know what I'm getting at, I assume.
I gotta go tell the guard captain, then find a way to pressure Bentior into giving more information. Or blackmail him, essentially. Hey there, how's it going? Let me just sit down.
What are you doing gawking at me? Shoo! I've given you a task. Unless you think you've found the culprit.
I don't know if I'm getting this. I mean...
Back. Any news on my wife? Who's the spineless wretch that sold us out? Tell me, now!
I mean, it all points to Simond. It was Simond Gautier.
Gautier? The Breton? Then I'll rip his... Wait, a Breton? Really? A Breton? Weak-willed, soft-spoken, magic-practicing ponces?
He gave you the
How
job.
could a Breton overcome an orc, even with bandits on his side? I remember overhearing talk in the castle that Simon had a luxury manor up in the east of the Gerals somewhere. Go search this guy's home. See if it actually was him. Find something, anything, that conclusively links him to the crime and bring it to me. If it is the damned Breton, that's when we act.
The prey approaches.
Who are you talking to? You calling me prey? Crouches in crevices?
Can I help you?
Alright.
Pretty to look at.
Let's get out of here.
On